Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. I wanted to quickly discuss a few things that we saw in today's state of the game. Now, I made my video a few days ago saying, man, I hope that these developers knock it out of the park with this state of the game. And to be very honest, I don't think they knocked it out of the park for sure, but I think they played it safe and found themselves in a decent spot. So they didn't hit a home run for sure. A home run would have been like, hey, we have all these changes and they're going to be live once we snap our finger. You guys are going to get all this stuff. But they didn't do that. So they didn't knock it out of the park. But they did bring the changes that seem to be appealing to the community, which, almost makes you want to, in a very selfish way, say, why did you guys not do this earlier? Just the pain. It's like, this would have been such a wonderful opportunity if you guys had implemented these things a while ago. And so whatever, we have these things being proposed to be implemented. And so we just have to say, okay, sure. The game that we like is going to be better. And for those of us who own the game, I think this is more value for us. We're seeing a better implementation of these gear changes and loot changes that would eventually spill over to the year 2 and year 3 content that's coming in. The only thing though is, from now until then, many agents are going to go sample the huge library of new releases that are coming out, which is perfectly fine and perfectly justified. If the developers wanted people to be playing their game and wanted their game to compete through these other releases, then they would have implemented these things a long time ago. But I don't think that's their priority right now. And yet the priority of gamers is to play fun and enjoyable games. So fun, enjoyable games are going to be coming out here in the next few days. And before you know what's happening, they're going to be taking a lot of the audience from the Division 2, which I have no problem with, because before the state of the game today, I went ahead and pre-ordered Borderlands 3. I'm not a pre-order guy, but I did so because I was like, you know what, whatever the developers do, if it's not able to convince me to cancel my pre-order, then that's their action. And so what they've brought today to the table is good enough. I'm happy, but it's not good enough to make me cancel my pre-order and make me, say, no, I'm not going to play Borderlands 3. And so I'm going to be playing Borderlands 3 while they're making the fixes. They're going to put a PTS. I'm going to be jumping into PTS. I'm going to be looking at what's happening, but I'm not going to spend time running around the PTS, because a lot of people are like, why do we need I saw comments today on the state of the game with people saying, why do we need another PTS? Why not just put these things into implementation so that we can actually start enjoying them? And I feel like that's exactly what they should have done. They should have put it in there regardless of what they think or not, because they've shown that they don't test their games anyways. So why not just put it out there, and then when we find something in real time, they can take it and then go fix it in some separate patch? Because giving us a PTS, I don't know how to feel about this PTS. I used to enjoy PTS from Division 1, but after a while it's like, come on, man, we're already glorified beta testers by buying the Division anyways. Why give us a PTS in order for you to get more free labor? And that is just the truth. That's funny, or as ironic as it might seem, I just feel like they should have just said, you know what? We have these things. They're going to be going live on this date. And I think that would have been actually more sufficient than anything else. But right now, the Division community, I would say we can be excited, but at the same time, we also most likely will be enjoying other titles until these things are put into perspective. Because think about if you think about I would say the pathway or the roadmap that these developers have, and not just the roadmap that they gave us and said, oh, we're going to release year 1 content, 3 extra specializations and all that stuff. No. I'm talking about the roadmap to continue to sell expansions, to continue to sell maybe further down the road new cities to people who already are players of the Division 2. It will really depend on how well they drop this content and how timely they do it. Because if they do not, and these games continue to pile up as time goes on, eventually the weight's going to be too much for the division to hold any relevancy, and it's going to crush it, which is not going to be fun for those of us who are real fans of the game. But I'm hoping that they can do a good job and do it fast and not pull out a PTS that they're going to do 4 or 5 weeks of PTS of, and then eventually down the road pull out the game somewhere. Because as you guys know, Ghost Recon Breakpoint shows up in the beginning of October. Borderlands 3 is coming out this weekend, and they're just mixed feelings from me personally all over the place, because if they had put these changes in there, I would have just continued to play the Division 2 and not even have to worry about learning a new game. But that's just me. I don't like change. But I guess at this point, I'm willing and I'm happy to try out a new game while I still keep an eye on my Division baby, because I really enjoy the game. I really love the game. I almost feel guilty. It's weird. It's a weird kind of guilt going to play another game and even covering other games on the Gamey Daddy channel. But I mean, at this point, if they're going to fix the game, I'm happy with that as well. And like I said in my other video, I'm hoping that we get a good experience for a game that we already own and a game that we already love. But that's all I have right now. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. I've been rambling for the past 5 minutes, and I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. I'm excited that the game is going to receive some updates. I'm a little disappointed that the updates did come somewhat late, but at the same time, I have to be grateful for what I have, because we have other games coming out that we could be playing. I have other games that I'm playing. I have other projects that I'm working on. And so, it's all over the place. It's just the way life is. There's always this need to want more, want better things all the time. But that's it. That's it for me. I don't even know how to end this video. I just want to say, anyways, to end this, thank you very much for watching and listening. Also, thank you for those who took out the time to go subscribe to my second channel, where I'm working on some other projects, where I'm doing and covering other gaming content. YouTube is very tricky. You can break your channel, you can break the algorithm and how it interacts with your audience if you introduce new content too suddenly. And so I've tried to play it the safe way in regard to stuff that is not related to the category of games that the Division 2 and other Tom Clancy games lie under. So it's a kind of weird thing. If you need any more details on it, hit me up on Discord. We can have a more detailed conversation, and I'll be happy to share a lot more details with you. All right, I'm out of here. Peace out.